I go to that judge and say, I know Paul Simon's Republican, I want to know how he just voted, but it has to happen after?
No, they need to do it before.
When they come in and declare it, if he hears them declare if it's a Republican and he says, I want to vote in a Democrat primary, they can challenge it.
Okay, now this year, we have a new entry form, appointment application, whereas that question won't be asked.
Right.
They'll have a slip of paper that they'll declare Democrat, Republican, no photo ID. Do you have one of those handy that we can?
Are you telling me that they can question a voter when he comes in to vote?
When they go to vote, actually to the voting machine, and they're voting in an opposite way than what they.
Would you care to get each one of us?
But they're not allowed at the voting machine to see how you vote, so I
Right.
don't understand that.
But I don't know how they're going to, like you said, if they hear them say it, I guess.
If I'm going up there to vote and they come up,
They're not supposed to
where
approach
I'm
the
a
voting
voter,
machine.
they'd get more of an answer.
Well, they can't come to the machine. They gotta stay back 10 feet from the machine. However, when you come in the door, before you come in the door, as you come in, you'll be given this. She's gonna give each one of us one. And on this, you have to declare, and we'll try to keep them back in order. If you look at, on the left-hand side there, it says Republican primary, photo ID, yes, no photo ID. But over here, you print your name and mailing address and your signature, okay. When you come in, the first thing that they're gonna be given is this. And they fill this out. Now, there'll be no question asked whether you're Republican or Democrat.
They
do
fill
that.
it out themselves.
So, at that point in time, can the poll watcher come up and say, I know you, Paul Simon, you're Republican, you gonna vote, did you check Democrat or Republican, can you do that?
Can they check that list?
They can.
No, they can't talk to the voter inside, or if there's any confusion, they've got to go outside the boundary to talk to them. They can ask him, can I have a word with you outside?
The judge.
I don't know now on that right there.
That's why I'm questioning the
That's,
judge.
it's a really,
I'm not trying to put you on the
no,
spot.
it's just a really
I'm
tricky
confused.
law.
Right here, that is. Where it is.
It's really tricky since you don't register by party. That's,
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
right, it shouldn't matter if I'm a Democrat and I want to vote Republican primary or not. I've got that right.
Exactly.
It is, and
Exactly.
that's
So
what
that's
I'm
what
talking
they
about.
should
That's
do.
what's so tricky about
Challenge
it.
a vote. It says,
You want to call
it says they can do it.
Sure.
Yeah.
And I don't know how they can do that.
If you're not registered I mean, you know, the state don't require us to say Democrat or Republican.
No.
Well, now, that never come up in the
It's-
seminar that they had down
It's
there.
never came up because of everybody, where you don't have to register by party, but it is allowed.
I think that is what was discussed at the seminar. I went to the seminar, and I think that's what was discussed there, that it's not having to register in the state of Tennessee. The only correspondence we can have with them is inside. If there's something come up and they don't get to vote here and they get mad and decide to leave instead of going and voting a provisional or something like that, then the poll watcher can contact them and ask, can I have a word with you outside the
Outside the 100-foot boundary.
100-foot
But
boundary?
understand
they're
that.
asking about the judges, when they fill out the application and bring it to the table and stuff, the judges are gonna see that.
The judge, it'd be more up to the judge
Yes.
than anybody there.
Yes.
Tracy, I don't understand that if they fill that application out there to vote, are you telling me that a poll watcher can come and ask me how I'm gonna vote?
No.
The judges in the elections I guess they can ask the judge how you
Oh,
voted.
where does the poll watchers come to, where he knows where I'm gonna vote Democrat or Republican?
Through the judge.
Through the judges,
That's all,
because they're
that's the only
seeing.
way they can ask. They can ask that judge. They can't ask you, but they can ask that judge, how did Bud White get the vote?
I don't see that that's, of course, it's probably legal, but I
Yeah,
don't,
yeah,
really-
absolutely.
yeah, I don't see it's none of their business how I vote.
It's not how you vote, but which, they can ask you.
I guess I know what's behind all that, I understand that part.
Well, they can, that's what I was wanting to clarify. Through a judge, a poll watcher can challenge a vote. Hey, would you do me a favor? We could drag this on forever. Would you do me a favor? Sometime today, get that clarified through the state and notify us.
But it's about clarified in that book there.
Well, the judges may ask any question which is material to deciding the challenge, may put under oath and ask questions to such persons as they deem necessary to their decision. The judges shall ask administrative elections to check the original permanent registration records if the voter claims to be registered but has no duplicate or permanent registration record.
Okay, so far, the poll watching, I don't know.
That wouldn't even apply in Tennessee because you don't register as a Democrat or Republican.
Right.
Well, I would understand if they can't ask me, I'm gonna vote, why do they have the privilege to go ask the judge how I'm voting?
And a person offering to vote in the primary may be challenged on the ground that that person is not qualified, such as being claimed to be something else. And such challenge shall be disposed of under the procedure of 27123. Going back to,
Have you checked these people, are they registered voters here?
yes,
Do they have to be registered voters? Yeah, poll watchers.
yes.
I would
Okay,
think
now let
so,
me ask you
yeah.
something. See, that leads me to something else. And I'm not trying to pick on you, I'm confused about this. I really am. In any election, how can people from Chicago
Mhm.
go to Florida and be a poll watcher?
Each state's laws are different. I don't know what Chicago or Florida's laws are.
No, but, you know, we had poll watchers in the last 3 or 4 presidential elections, and we see it on national news. I'm not saying it applies here. What I'm asking is, can a poll watcher from California, Washington, Texas, come here and say, I'm from the Republican Party, Republicans is nominated, and the Republicans nominate this guy from Texas to be a poll watcher? Can he come here?
You'd have to be certified.
Well,
You don't have
as
to
long
be
as we're
certified.
notified,
Huh?
as long as we're notified 2 days
No,
prior to.
That's it.
But anybody can be in there during absentee, or canvassing, I guess. Anybody can come in. You don't have to be notified.
See what all they can challenge in a vote through the state. I understand the book, but you know, I can't decipher it really good. So, your answer to that, to my question is what? What can they challenge? They can challenge.
Party membership, grants, their voting procedure, if they're registered or not.
That should be going up to your people's office and ask that, not
Well,
not
if they come,
people that's working the judge.
if they come in and to vote, and their name's not on that registered,
They're gonna vote
They're
provisionally.
gonna have to go vote a provision.
so at that point in time, a poll watcher could come up and say, well, I know Paul Souther's a registered voter, and challenge the vote.
Well, if they come, they can come up here and then we'll go through our register. And we'll take care of it.
All right, good enough. I just need a clarification on that.
Well, at the seminar I went to, what they said, of course, it was Connie in Washington County.
Now, is this a Democrat seminar or what?
It was it was an open seminar for anybody that wanted to work as a poll watcher. They were different parties there. And the main purpose is this photo ID. See if it affects people on voting. If they come in and they don't have a photo ID, if they get mad and go on down and vote provisional, if they go, and she said if anything like that happened, to ask them, about the only contact you can ask with them is follow them out and ask them if you can have a word with them and go outside the boundary and talk to them about it, and get their name and, that. Now,
In other words, they're looking for trouble. And they
well,
wanna-
it'll handle
They
that,
wanna
say,
exploit
yeah.
it. That's the way I took it. They're looking for something to jump on and they're gonna exploit it.
Yeah, what do you, after the election, you look for a big lawsuit, because everything got lawyers in place on this photo ID, it's nationwide.
Yeah.